And this is where I got the idea from. It's written back in the early 1900s. It said, I'm paraphrasing it, but it said, in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king. Who's heard of that? Okay. That was an eye-opener for me. So what did I do? I went around. First, I started off a few hours blindfolding myself. Then I made it to a day. Then I made it to 3 whole days walking around, defecating, urinating, cooking, and eating blind.
Wow.
It was extraordinarily, it just sunk into my core. And it taught me that we are actually all indoctrinated. We're trained. It's passed along. How we see other people, we actually are taught. And of course, there's assholes in every group. Okay? But that is the exception, not the rule. When you go around the planet, whether you're in Pakistan, Africa, Australia, the majority, 99% of the people are loving, good natured. They invite you in their home, have chai, coffee, or whatever, and they're welcoming. And in my heart, I know that each one in the United States of America, if they were not taught how to be discriminatory, racist, and in the most part, it's unconsciously done so for the vast majority. And so if they weren't taught that, then they wouldn't be that. If we were all, again, physiologically blind, what would we then choose to determine who we're communicating with? We would listen, we would smell them. If they smell bad, we probably wouldn't want to hang out with them. But for the most part, we would use our auditory system.
Right.
We would listen, and we would hear people in their heart, and not on the surface, like Martin Luther King said. Don't judge me by my skin. He said, go into my heart. So, right now, each one of us are a witness. We're 5 miles from Google, a couple of miles from Apple's headquarters, 5 miles from eBay. We're in the heart of Silicon Valley. Okay, I do startups myself. I'm in tech and all other kind of stuff. But the point is that we are in the heart of the new culture, the 21st century. Each one of us can touch other people throughout the world. Each one of us in our social media age, we can actually inculcate within our children how to become blind in the sense of not judging anyone by the color of their skin or what country they come from, what religion they are, etc. I would say this, each one of you here should consider yourselves physician assistants. You should consider yourselves to go out from here and start consciously thinking about how can I help heal my country? How can I help heal my land? And it's this generation, and another truth that I hold, I wish there was an age limit for how long you stay in power. You know, now, I myself am over 50, but I believe 50 or somewhere around there should be the cutoff. You should no longer be in office because when we get older, we still want to hold on to the old stuff. We need to allow new, fresh blood to circulate through our political bodies, our business bodies, all bodies. So, and I gotta say this. So, I came up in New York City. My mother had 10 of us.
Hey, Brooklyn.
And this was in South Bronx. It wasn't a farm. She had 10 of us. And I witnessed this woman raise 10 of us. And essentially, I saw 7 girls who were my sisters. It was only 3 boys. I actually watched how us boys, we always wanted to destroy stuff. And we didn't get our act together until later. It took us longer to mature. My sisters, man, they all 7 of them, they had everything together by the time they hit 13, 14. Okay? And that's in retrospect and looking at life as I lived it so far. For millenniums, men have been running the planet. Okay? I mean, millennium, thousands and thousands of years. We have, I gotta say this, guys. We have done a lot that doesn't deserve any prizes. And in a weird kind of way, you got to look at it. I mean, why can't men let go of power and allow the female part of the to step up? One thing is guaranteed. The female will not do any worse than what we've done. Okay? And I just have to say that with all my heart because, you know, when you think about George Floyd and all these other victims, Floyd, excuse me. Yeah, George,
it don't matter.
It's like you see this one thing after another. Let's decide to be a healing ingredient in whatever sphere of influence we're in, wherever we're located, among whatever people we are, and we should intentionally reach out to others, not just stay. I mean, it's hard. You know, all of us are typically born introverted, and it's hard to just step out of our comfort zone. But we need to make intentional efforts on stepping out of our comfort zone and reach across to others. I don't care who it is, but just start reaching across. But if you really want to do something, start going around blind. And just really turn off that visual perception so you can dig into somebody's heart and judge them by what they are made of and not by the color of their skin.